Hi, I'm Sean.
I'm Matt. We're the guys who created Our Evolution, which is a new project that aims to create various forms of media in an attempt to directly affect social change.
And we decided the first issue we wanted to tackle was apathy, which is...
Apathy. Very important to define. You would think everybody would know what apathy is, but for those of you who don't, apathy is indifference. It's not caring. It's not making a choice about an issue that directly affects you and the people around you.
Yeah, it's being indifferent to the world around you. And so we decided that we wanted to make a series of videos that fought against apathy and tried to inspire people
to think,
to care,
to consider these issues.
And so our first video was inspired
by something we witnessed in the news. This took place in Hartford, Connecticut,
where
an elderly man
was hit by a car.
And nobody helps him.
Okay, so the man you're watching is now stepping into the street. He's crossing. He doesn't seem to be aware that he's about to get hit. Oh, there it goes, and he's down. Now this is our minute mark.
Now here you see the van on the right pull over, and you think, oh, he might help him.
Or thinking, thank God somebody cares. Okay.
And then
everyone else is speeding by.
You see a woman on the left. She looks in. Oh no, she walks away.
So okay. Everyone else just speeding by. Not a couple onlookers, but really, so far, nobody doing anything to assist or to check. The van on the right has just left. So there is our one hope is just left.
There goes a truck. He stopped to take a look.
Now this is great. So the man in the right interacting with this car, we don't really know what's going on, but it looks... Oh, okay. He forgot his jacket. Okay.
And he just walks
walks by.
Finally, someone comes out in the middle of the street and says, hey,
and you're thinking, oh, good, someone's going to help. But wait, here they're about to take out their cell phone, and they're going to take a cell phone picture. Oh, okay, then I got the scooter. He needs to make a U-turn. Maybe he's just checking it out. The onlookers, people are finally starting to acknowledge what's happening here. Okay.
The scooter gets a good view.
Yeah, Scooter's good to go. Scooter's got an appointment somewhere. And finally, somebody apparently called the police, because here comes the police. Finally, it's been 1 minute and 14 seconds.
So Matt and I obviously felt that the last video was
shocking and disturbing.
Yeah, we were really disturbed by it. Obviously enough to create a series of videos trying to fight against people being indifferent in those circumstances. I mean, the man was lying in the middle of the street dying, and
nobody cared.
Nobody cared. Everybody was going about their daily lives. So then a few days later, I was watching CNN, and another video came on. That was, I mean, it was even more disturbing.
Yeah, well, what's funny is in the first video, nobody helped for, maybe a minute. In this video, nobody helps for an hour. An hour of time, and it's in the time code. Essentially, here we're gonna show you the video.
So here we are at Kings County Hospital in the waiting room. And you want to pay attention to the woman in the upper right. She sits below a TV, and there's actually a security booth with a window looking into the waiting room to the right. So here she goes. She's sitting in the chair. She collapses onto the floor, hits her head on the other chair, and you see the other patients in the room doing nothing. There she lies on the floor, nobody doing anything. Another patient walks into the room, walks right by her, over to a magazine.
He's taking the Sports Illustrated. He's got his mag. He's going to have a seat. Now, this is security who's finally coming in, and you think, oh, security's here. He's going to do something about this. What he's actually doing is he's looking at the television right now. He's checking the score, and he's out. He sees the woman, and he just walks out. Now, this is even better. Security comes back a couple minutes later.
Rolls in on a chair.
He rolls...
Looks at the score.
And he's done. He's done.
He moves.
Look
he
at
leaves.
This. He rolls
the woman
out.
is lying on the floor. Nobody is doing anything.
That's got to be embarrassing.
Okay. The 6 o'clock marker is particularly important because the patient's records, which are official hospital records maintained in accordance with state and federal law, indicate that at 6 o'clock the woman was awake, up and about, and went to the bathroom. The woman is not doing anything other than lying on the floor at this moment.
In other words, the employees obviously forgot there was surveillance footage filming the entire thing. They lied. They tried to cover their asses and say this woman wasn't lying there the entire time, as you've just seen. This is the official statement. Oh, and they've certainly terminated those involved.
Nobody helps her for an hour.
So think about that. The first video we show you, it's terrifying. A man's dying on the street. No one helps for a minute. That's shocking. But this video, nobody helps for an hour. It's in the time code. It has to be seen to be believed. People allow this woman to lie there for an hour, and she ends up dead.
Yeah, she dies.
She dies on the floor.
She dies right there on the floor in the middle of a hospital waiting room, in the middle of people who do nothing.
When this news broke, that's why we're making these videos. That's why these videos are happening, because if you think about it, these two events were caught on film. Nobody was filming, they just happened. There happened to be cameras to catch these events. Think of the things that happen every day that videos aren't around to catch. Yeah. This goes on every day. It affects you, it affects your community, it affects the world. We want to start an open forum on this. We want to talk to you, we want to hear from you, we want to hear what you have to say about this. So if you feel inspired about this topic, you feel like you have something that you want to get out there, video reply us and we'll feature you in our next video. Leave comments, rate us, subscribe, and spread the word. That's really the most important.
Yeah, we just want you guys to care. So thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned.